Hello the internet, my name's Laura, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of begonia potting. I have a whole bunch of begonia propagations that are just kind of hanging out. And they seem to have stalled in their growing where they are. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring them out and put them in actual little pots. So that I can get them under some better light and hopefully they will start growing a little bit better again. So if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and stick around. So some of you might be familiar with my terrarium that I've been using for propagating. It's an old water jug, you know, one of those, or I guess not water, drink, and then you like pour the drink out through here, but I just use it because it's glass. It has a lid, the lid's over there. I've been keeping the lid off of this because I've noticed that begonias tend, you know, they grow really well in humidity, but you don't want to take them from like the 80 to 90%, maybe 100%. I've never actually seen how much humidity is in here, but I'm sure it's a lot. You don't want to take it from super high humidity to then whatever your humidity is out. Mine right now is 57% humidity. So not bad, but it's not, you know, so whenever I get ready to take my begonia cuttings out of a place that has high humidity, I always leave the cover off for a day or two. The warning with that is don't leave it off for too long because then, like, I never have to water this sphagnum moss, but when I leave the top off, then it starts drying out. And I actually had to re-water this because I left it out for too long. So just be aware, none of my begonias died, but I don't want to see you know, propagate and you know, have them in there for however many months and then suddenly you leave the cover off for a couple of days and all of your propagations die. So anyway, we're going to be doing the one propagations that are in there, and then I also have this little propagation tray. Again, like I said, it's been going for a while, and the propagations that are in here, like this has been going for a really long time. The propagations that are in here are actually more mature than the propagations that are in here, like leaf size and color-wise, which is one of the reasons why I want to get them out of here, because I know that they'll grow better. I hope. I guess I don't know. I hope that they'll grow better if I actually have them out and just in an environment that maybe I haven't been giving it enough light. I'm not sure. But the soil, I don't know, maybe it needs some, because I grow it in sphagnum moss, so maybe it just wants some nutrients out of the soil. I don't know. So let me count how many I actually have, because I only have 4 of these little pots. 4 little pots. And then I have these little, these little guys, which I figure should be fine for, but I need to see how many plants I actually have, because I haven't counted. Alright, so you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're going to take the bigger ones and put them in the bigger pots, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I have my dirt already mixed up, because it's just always nice to have some dirt mixed up. Make sure I get all this. And this is cocoa coir, perlite, and a little bit of Miracle Grow potting mix. I don't think I remember what the, like how much of each. It's mostly cocoa coir and then a little bit less perlite, and then very little Miracle Grow. But it looks like that. Doesn't, you know, it falls apart real nice. It's nice and airy, and this is what I like to use for my begonias. I use the cactus, Miracle Grow cactus mix when I do my succulents, and otherwise it's almost exactly the same mix. I haven't been having any problems, so I figure, why not? Okay, so you're one of the bigger ones. You're one of the bigger ones. I want to put that one in there. You know what? I'll put this one in this other one, so, okay. I've done, the most propagation that I've done has definitely been begonia propagation, because, I don't know, I'm more interested in begonias. I mean, definitely part of it is, I know that my begonia breakdance is somewhat uncommon. I'm not going to say rare, it's uncommon. You know, you can definitely just get it from places. But at the same time, because it's uncommon, I wanted to try and propagate it as much as possible. Here's my little guy, isn't he cute? I wanted to try and propagate it as much as possible so that other people can have them. Would you guys rather have this down? You'd probably rather have this down so that you can actually see what's going on. You can still, I can still talk. Come on, phone. Don't be difficult. Okay. Is that pretty good? I can't even see it at this angle. All right, so I got my little guy. I've seemed to have more success if I pull, when I pull these out of the sphagnum. What is this? Are you like another one that's just kind of hanging out down here? You are. Okay, perfect. You go over there. I don't try and pull all of the sphagnum moss off the roots because I figure it might damage them. And so I literally just kind of let the sphagnum moss sit on there. And then, obviously you kind of have to pull it out of whatever container you have it in. But then I just go ahead and put the sphagnum moss in here. And so far I have not had any problems with that. Like, it's not, I mean, begonias like to be wet anyway, so I figure the little extra that the sphagnum moss is going to hold on to it is not going to hurt anything. And like I said, the other ones that I did like this had not had any problems with them yet. So, all right, you are adorable and tiny, and I feel like I need to do something with you, so we're going to put you right back in there. You might not survive, but we're going to, you're definitely not big enough to get potted yet, so. Okay, I'm also going to be getting this red kiss out of here, because this is the other one that's kind of big. Okay. Come here. There you go, good girl. Okay, this one has got, I'm not sure if you can see. Oh, you definitely can't see because I put it out of the way of the camera. It's got one plant growing under here, and it's got a second one growing off of the other end of its leaf. And there's actually even this hole that's here, there's like a little baby growing off of there. Basically what I've noticed is, oh, there's even some growing off the bottom there. All right, well, we're going to see how this goes. Any place that a begonia leaf has veins, so like the veins, if you cut that and you put that in contact with a wet media, that's where babies will start to grow. So the more of those veins you have, the more babies you can end up getting. And I have used that to my benefit a couple of times now. I am not sure that I can pull this apart without damaging it. Okay, let's do that. You're gonna go there. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm playing around all up in here, so. Maybe that's better. Oh, that is much better. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. I was gonna try and divide these into a couple of different plants, but there's actually 3 in here, and I think I'm just gonna pot them all up together, because I think trying to pull it apart is just gonna damage it too much. So we're gonna go ahead and, again, keeping all the sphagnum moss together, I'm just gonna stick them in there, surrounded by the soil. Put some soil over top. And let that go. And eventually the mother leaf, you know, the leaf that you used in order to create the babies, this leaf here, will eventually just die off. And then the plant can grow a little better. Because right now, the annoying thing that I always find is when the plant decides to grow from underneath the leaf, and then it has to like grow out from underneath the leaf in order to start growing anywhere. So, okay. Okay, so that was a begonia breakdance. It's not showing, this first one was a begonia breakdance. It's not showing any of its color, its adult leaves yet. This was a begonia red kiss. That one's pretty easy to tell. This next one is a begonia Etna. It's in here. Ooh, okay, well, that one kind of came, that one just came, all the sphagnum moss came right off of there when I pulled it out of there, so we are going to make sure that that one gets nice and watered because it doesn't have a lot of sphagnum moss in order to hold on to the water, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so there's a begonia Etna. Okay, and then these little guys I'm going to actually leave in here because they are just way, way tiny. And then we're going to go and see what else I've got in here. Like I said, I think there's 5 plants in here. So the biggest one's going to come out and be in this pot. And that is this one here. Penny. This begonia break. Ooh. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. The leaf broke off and not the plant. The plant is fine. Okay. So here is this guy, and see, for some reason, those are more adult looking leaves, obviously, than this. These are the same plant. These are both begonia breakdance, but these are little baby leaves, and for some reason this one has already started growing its adult leaves. Don't know why. It's a mystery. Probably lost to the ages or some such nonsense, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and stick him in here. And this plant is older than this plant. Like, it's been propagating for longer. I don't know why it's like that. But either way, I decided that these really kind of needed to get out because it's like its own plant. It's its own plant already. Can you see that? Oh no, you like it better here. With my little. See them all? Isn't that cute? Okay. Now, we're going to see about putting them in here because this is the only thing that I've got. And at the same time, I really would like to do this, so I don't know. It's an experiment. Everything's an experiment. I have been really interested that, like, I've just got like random stuff growing in here. Like, I don't know if those were seeds that were in the sphagnum moss or what, but... Okay, so this leaf still has roots on it. Well, it's not dead. I guess I'll just leave it in there and see if it grows me another plant. I mean, the worst that'll happen is that it just rots away. I've already got some plants off of it, so let's see what you want to do. Come here. Come here. There you go. You gotta be real gentle. Like, you want to be firm but gentle. See, and then this one, maybe it has something to do with the light. See, look how tiny that leaf is, and yet it's a mature, dark leaf. I don't know. But you want to pull it out gently but firmly, because it's all in the sphagnum moss. And okay, so that little baby is actually going to go in here with these. All these super tiny babies that I'm finding can just go right back in and see if they'll grow bigger. Okay, so stick this in here. It's got a nice root system on it. This one for sure. We're just going to turn that over so that the leaves are on the top. But this is one of the ones where the new begonia leaves started growing underneath the propagation leaf. And so it really wasn't getting any light or anything yet. There we go. Ugh, I feel like... Okay. Stop messing with it. Stop messing with it. Okay. Stop messing with it. And what do we got? You were also coming out. Come here. Some more good roots. Yeah, that leaf is definitely starting to rot a little bit there on the end. And that just happens. It never really adversely affects the baby plant, because the baby plant by that point is just kind of chilling on its own. So there, we're just going to go ahead and take that off of there. Roots go in. Roots go into the soil where they're supposed to be. Very fiddly work. And because some of my other ones that I've gotten, like this one is probably more than one plant. But these are all ending up being just one plant, which, you know, isn't good or bad. It's just kind of the way it ended up as. Oh, this one's bigger than I thought it was. It's just, again, hiding beneath the leaf. Too much sphagnum moss off. Okay, and you know, that's doing quite well under there. This leaf is also kind of dying, so we're just gonna kind of... I know. If you're gonna take any of the leaf off, just make sure you don't take off the part that's still attached to the little babies, because they grow right out of the root, or I mean right out of the leaf. Wow, this one did end up being bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's okay. We'll see if we can find some more bigger pots later on. We'll get that down in there. All right. Good, good, good. And one more. Well, that one's super tiny. I wonder if I should just let that one grow for a little while. Maybe I'll put him in this other with these guys. Oh, you got a pretty big leaf under there. Okay, never mind. Maybe you are good to go. Got a lot of sphagnum moss attached to you, though. Sorry, I'm doing this off camera. I didn't realize quite how fiddly this was. There we go. Okay, yeah, no, that one needs to grow a little bit more, I think, before I'm going to be able to do anything with it. So let's just stick you in here. We'll let you grow. We're going to put you under some good light. Okay, so all the little babies that I found that are not quite big enough are going in here, and I'm putting them under my good grow light there. Okay, so this is now basically just sphagnum moss and then this one leaf. I think I put a little bit too much water in here, but that's okay. I can pour some of that off. Okay, so I ended up getting these 3 little begonia break dances. And then these 2 other begonia break dances. And then begonia red kiss and begonia Etna. I'm actually planning on, well, I'm gonna move you guys back up. My plan is actually to start a bunch more begonia propagations. Mostly just because I want to, number one, I want to do a video where I actually show you guys the, you know, picking the leaf, preparing the leaf, putting it in, you know, and then maybe do, not a time lapse, but like a update, like this is what it looks like at 1 week, this is what it looks like at 2 weeks. Those are very boring, by the way. Nothing happens for quite a while. And then, you know, like this is kind of how long it takes. So it might not be a video that comes out anytime soon, but I kind of wanted to do that informational video. And at the same time, I kind of wanted to be able to get more of these begonias so that I can trade them or even sell them. I mean, like, I'd almost prefer to trade just because, like, we're plant people and, you know, we spend enough money on plants as it is, but, I don't know. It's just something that I'm thinking about. I'm definitely not going to turn into any kind of like plant selling guru. I know a lot of people who do these channels end up like having Etsy shops and all that kind of stuff, and it's not really where I want to go, but it might be nice to sell some of them just so that, you know, people can find them. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Obviously, like I said in my last video, if you are interested in any of these plants, because you are my subscribers, just let me know and, you know, we'll figure something out. Whether it's a trade or whether it's just a, you know, you pay shipping or something like that. I think that could be cool. So for right now, these guys are all going to go onto the window and start growing. Hopefully a little bit more now that they're going to be like out and getting sunlight as opposed to being in this thing. And I think that's probably the end of the video. I know, I always look around like there's something that I need to, there's not really anything there. But anyway, these little things are just so cute. Anyway, I do need to water them obviously because the soil is dry, but this is going to be the end of the video. If you like this video, go ahead and like this video. Let me know if you are excited about me doing the begonia propagation video. Let me know if there's any questions that you'd like me to answer about begonia propagation so that I can put those into that video. If you would like to stick around so that you can see that begonia propagation video, go ahead and subscribe. And thank you very much for spending some of your time with me today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.